Fishermen in several parts of the island sought to turn public attention to the myriad of problems faced by them today. Fishing communities staged demonstrations in areas including Dewinuwara, Gaul and Puttalam. A group of fishermen who staged a protest march from the Dewinuwara fisheries harbour to the Sri Vishnu Devalaya held a demonstration opposite the shrine. The protesters demanded that the fishermen's fuel subsidy be reinstated. Our reporter says that vehicular traffic on the Tangol-Mathura road was obstructed for about half an hour as a result of this demonstration. Several shops in the Dewinuwara town too were closed down parallel to this protest.
We are not getting any relief from this government. Our nets and equipment cost incendiary amounts of money and we cannot take the boats to do our job. In the past we caught 10 tuna. We could live well. We cannot do this anymore. It was the only relief the fishermen had. They cut back on relief to the farmers and the labourers. And now the government has gone for more than a year after halting the only subsidy given to the fishing community, the fuel subsidy.
Once the men come back from sea and pay for the oil and the ice, they have no income left. We do not want rotten equipment. We are asking for the fuel subsidy.
A false promise was given to the people of Negombo. We will not be deceived by this false promise. This government comprises of the lead actors of a film on broken promises. Speaking at an event held in Veerakatiya today, UNP parliamentarian Sajid Premadasa too commented on this issue.
අද මේ රටේ දීවර ප්‍රජාව සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම අනාථ වෙලා රජය හිතාගෙන ඉන්නේ දීවර ජනතාව දීවර රස්සාව ගොඩබිමේ ඉඳගෙන කරනවායි කියලා. අද නාස්තිකාර ව්‍යාපෘති වලට ඕන තරම් සල්ලි වෙන් කරලා
The fishing community of this country has been abandoned altogether. The government thinks that the fishing industry is conducted on land. They can spend huge sums of money on wasteful projects. They can hold motor races for 2 days in front of the historic temple of the Tooth Relic. They can use these racing cars to hold racing carnivals for the sons and daughters of the bigwigs. They can even bring down foreign dancers to perform at these races. They have enough money to do all these things. But the government doesn't have money to grant a fuel subsidy for fishermen. Why does the government not listen when we submit that the ordinary man should be treated well?
නමුත් දීවරින්ගේ ඉන්ධන සහනාධාරය ලබා දෙන්නට මේ වර්තමාන රජයට සල්ලි නැහැ. ඇයි පොඩි මිනිහට සලකන්නේ කියන අනෝනාව රජයට ඉදිරිපත් කරනකොට ඇයි මේවට සවන් දෙන්නේ නැත්තේ?
A group of fishermen who were returning to shore after setting out from the Hambantota fisheries harbour were faced with a situation as they approached the harbour owing to sudden strong swells which occurred near the breakwater. The fishermen charged that the strong waves were caused owing to the failure to remove sand near the mouth of the harbour.
Although we set off to the deep seas to ply our trade, it is with great fear that we enter the harbour. It is difficult for us to enter the harbour.
Fishermen from Dodamduwa and surrounding areas in Gaul staged a demonstration this morning blocking the Gaul road opposite the Dodamduwa fisheries harbour. The protesters demanded that the authorities take measures to renovate the breakwater at the fisheries harbour. The protest was prompted by the disappearance of a fisherman from the area who had set out to sea from another area and went missing after his boat capsized in the seas off Rumassala. 8 of the 9 fishermen on board the vessel had survived.
We request them to complete construction of the fisheries harbour. The President has allocated money for the harbour in his 2014 budget.
Another fisherman was reported missing after his raft capsized in the seas off Vallawatta. The police said that the raft had capsized about 1 kilometre offshore at about 10:40 last night. The missing fisherman was a 40-year-old resident of Vallawatta. 2 of the 3 fishermen on board the raft had survived.
The waves affected my boat. The 2 others who were in the boat managed to get off. The boat then capsized with me in it. I don't know why we have to experience such a situation.
Freshwater fishermen at the Senanayaka Samudra in Iginiyagala refrained from going to work today. The fishermen were protesting against the construction of a fisheries harbour in Dewinuwara, citing political interference. They say that the pier will adversely affect the Dewinuwara area of the Senanayaka Samudra, which is a breeding ground for freshwater fish.
Around 15 to 20 families have made a request to resolve the issue with the intervention of the officials. Sea area in which the fish find their food and the environment that helps the fish to breed is the exact area that these people are complaining about.
Fishermen in Puttalam too staged a demonstration today against plans to draw high-tension power cables from the North Chole power plant across the Puttalam lagoon.